the conditions that people work in they're very tough. It's a tough job. I was there as a picker. I would walk around the warehouse taking things from the shelves, which would then go to the packing department. And you would be working 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 more, even more miles a day, going back and forth. But I think there's lots of jobs which, are very physical and demanding. I think the difference with what Amazon is doing is that the conditions of employment were so bad that they really did seem to have a psychological impact upon people. So, for example, if you were 1 minute late for work, you would get half a point, awarded half a point as a sort of punishment. And if you had to go to the doctors and you needed half a day off or something, that would be a point. And if you had 3 points in any 3-month period, Amazon would let you go. So you'd be sacked. So there's enormous pressure on people. And one of the big issues as well is that Amazon talks a lot about its employees and the conditions that its employees work in. But of course, so many of the workers who were working there at the time when I was there were employed by agencies. So they were casuals. They really had no rights at all. And they were sort of lured in over the Christmas period with the promise that there will be long-term permanent jobs there. And they weren't. Most of them were working over the Christmas period, doing very tough days, 10.5 hours, 11 hours a day, and then being let go. And it did really seem that there was a pretty high human cost involved in our Amazon packages getting to us back at home.
But, I mean, the Amazon boss, Jeff Bezos, is denying that there are any problems, and he's actually urging staff to contact him directly if they have any concerns. And he says that it's obviously a tough environment, very competitive global marketplace out there, but that he wants to make sure that people are treated fairly.
Well, I think what's really interesting about the revelations which have happened this week, this was a big piece which the New York Times did, which was about the employment practices in its headquarters. So this is white-collar workers, it's the marketing people and the tech guys and all of these kind of middle management jobs. And basically what came out of it was that there was a similar workplace culture going on there that I witnessed in the warehouse, which is where the blue-collar workers were working. And the thing is that I did this big piece a couple of years ago. There's been similar pieces about what's going on in these distribution centres, and there was no response from Amazon. Jeff Bezos didn't respond to that. It's only now that it's an issue for the white collar workers, the middle management, that suddenly Amazon is responding and is in some way concerned. And so I take this with a bit of a pinch of salt. So it's a problem. It's a problem, is it, if somebody who works in the headquarters on perhaps the equivalent of £40,000 or £50,000 a year is being exposed to that culture. But we already know that there are thousands of workers around the world who are working in Amazon's distribution centres, fulfilment centres it calls them, and who've been exposed to this tough regime for years. And this has been repeatedly exposed. And Amazon at no point said, well, please do email us, workers in Swansea and workers in Milton Keynes, if you've got a problem. So I think there's a big PR salvage operation going on now, but I don't find it very genuine. Amazon's business model is based upon chasing every margin. I mean, this is every single penny is absolutely crucial to the success of its business, to this rapid expansion. And if Jeff Bezos wanted to make Amazon a better place to work, if it wanted to create proper jobs, then it could do this. It's not that it's not making a profit, it's making a huge profit, but its ambitions are so massive that it really doesn't want anything to stand in the way of becoming what, it's very clear about its ambition. It wants to be the biggest store in the world. It wants to sell everything to everybody.
Carol, we'll have to leave it there, but thank you very much for your point of view. Of course, this is the result of your investigation. Amazon would say that it isn't doing anything wrong and that employees can always complain to them and can always go elsewhere if they don't like the conditions there. But thank you very much for speaking to us here at Sky News.